Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a New Year's Eve makeup look using products that I've ordered from Amazon. Some are old, some are new, and I wanted to keep this look kind of simple. It still packs a punch, like it's still a statement kind of a look, but I wanted to keep it simple so that majority of you could recreate it. I'll just quickly show you what new products I've gotten from Amazon. And the old ones that I already had that I'm using today, I'll show you as I'm doing the look. So the new ones include the Revlon So Fierce Mascara. You saw this in my last video as well. I got this mascara just this month and I'm loving it. I've used it like a couple of times already and I'm loving the results. And then I got the Revlon Kiss Cloud Blotted Lip Color in the shade Blush Much. If you've been watching my videos, I showed this lipstick in one of the first videos I posted in November. This was the shade Chocolate Souffle and I loved the formula and I loved the color as well, which is why I picked up another one. This is more of a nude. We'll see which one I end up using today. Then another new one is the Revlon Colorstay eyeshadow palette in Player. This is what it looks like. So they've got like 3-4 variants in this range, and there are some neutral ones, some pops of blackberry and stuff. This is the one I was the most drawn to because of the color selection. It's got like your classic matte brown, golds and nudes and stuff, but it's also got these amazing pops of color, and I'm going to be using this olive green with like gold shimmer throughout it and this lime green today. We're doing like a green themed look. I really wanted to use the blues actually, but I don't have a blue like cream product like a liner or a crayon or something to lay as a base, but I do have a green, so I'm going to be using the green from this today. Then another new product I have is the PAC Stay Forever Silver Lining Gel Eye Pencil. It's like a silver eye pencil. We'll see if I end up using this today. If not today, I'll use it in the next video that I'm going to be posting this month. Color selection in this range was really amazing. They even had like another silver which is much icier. This is more of a champagne kind of a silver, and I really like these sort of shades, which is why I picked this one up. And the last new product that I have is the Revlon Colorstay Brow Fiber Filler. This is basically a tinted brow gel that also has like fibers in it, so it does sort of volumize your brows as well if you have like really faint eyebrows. I have good growth, but I really like using brow gels. I actually, when I do like a full glam look, I never skip brow gel because my brow hairs are really thick, and I definitely like using a gel to sort of set them in place so that they don't move around. And I'm going to be using this today. So right now all I have on my skin is foundation, concealer, powder, contour and brows. So we're going to be doing eyes, lips and some blush today. So let's just start with the eyes. This is a product that I showed in one of the videos I posted in November, in the same video that I showed you this product as well. This is the Rimmel London 24-Hour Ultimate Waterproof Kohl Kajal in the shade Smoked Emerald, I think it's called. Yeah. So this is, I'm sure you've seen products that look like this. This is basically like a cream kajal, or if you want to use it as a base for your eyeshadow, you can do that as well. It blends really well. It gives you lots of time to work with the product, and I really like that. I've been really liking this product. I've used it a couple of times already. So for today's look, I'm basically going to be taking this product all around the perimeter of my eye and then layer the greens from this palette on top, and I'll show you how. Basically what I want to start with is just lining the lash line with this, and I'm not being precise, just lay a rough line and take a brush to basically smudge this line. You can go as thick or as thin as you'd like, but I would definitely start with doing like thin layers of this and keeping it relatively closer to the lash line, because you can always take it a little up, but once you do, it's harder to bring it back down if it looks too much. So definitely start with less and then you can decide if you want to add more or take it a little higher. I'm just going to take this and line both my upper and lower waterlines. After doing that, I'm also kind of taking this underneath my lash line, lower lash line, and again doing the same thing, taking my brush and smudging it. You can also choose whether you want to wing this out or not. I definitely like doing that, so I'm gonna be drawing a soft wing. And I'm gonna be doing one eye at a time. So now that this eye is done, I'm gonna start with this one. And I really like this product. It's very easy to put on, like as you can see, it's quite creamy, so it goes on very well. Like it doesn't tug at your eyelids or your waterline, so it doesn't take a lot of effort to transfer pigment onto your eye like some eyeliners can do. But at the same time, it's long wearing enough that it sets and doesn't move as much. Now that I have the product all around my eye, I am actually gonna take a tissue and wipe the brush on it. Just take off all the excess product because there's a lot of product buildup on this brush. So what I want to do now is clean this brush as much as possible and just go over the edges with the same brush to diffuse the edges. It's not like I want to make it look like the finish of like a powder eyeshadow, but I definitely want the edges to be a little hazy. I don't want to see like a definite line like this. Now, I am doing this because I like the look that I'm going for, like the hazy liner look. If you like a definite line, you don't have to do this. You can stop wherever you want, basically. There is no rule to this. I'm just doing it the way I like it, and you don't have to follow everything to a T, but I'm just giving you ideas basically. Then I'm gonna take the palette and I'm gonna start with, if I can get it open, I'm gonna start with this shade right here. As far as I can see, I don't think each individual shade has a name, but you'll know which one I'm talking about. It's this olive, like blackened olive green here, and it's got a bunch of gold shimmer running throughout it. It looks really pretty. I'm gonna pick it up on the same brush, and instead of going like this, I know I'm gonna get a lot of kickback because there's actual like shimmer particles in this. I'm gonna tap my brush in it very lightly and tap off the excess once. And because I've already done my base, I really want to make sure that I'm not doing any big motions with my eye makeup so that the stuff doesn't fall on my face and ruin my base. I'm gonna keep my hand like this here to make sure that even if the shadow falls, it doesn't actually fall on my cheek. And it actually matches the cream product very nicely. Like it kind of looks like they were made for each other. Again, picking up some more and going underneath this time. And now for the fun pop of color, I will take a small brush, something like this, and pick up this amazing lime green and pop it in my inner corners. These eyeshadows are really good. Like, I'm not even pressing too hard to pick the product up, and it's, yeah, really pigmented. And they blend nicely as well, and they're really creamy. I'll take some of this gold here and pop it right where the lime green and the olive green connect. I'm actually going to do that on the top lash line as well. I really like how that looks. Yeah, just keep it in like the inner third of the eye. And I'm actually putting it a little above where the liner thing starts, not covering the inner corner or the liner, just putting it kind of in this general bit up top. And that's it for the eye look. Now for lips, I'm gonna be taking my regular K-Beauty liner. If I use this color alone, it might be a little too bold. And I definitely want to keep my lips a little subtle because the eyes are so bold. So I'm thinking I should mix the two. I'll put this much, and before I blend this, I'm gonna add some of this as well. And that's the lips done. Before I move on to my cheeks, I want to do my mascara really quickly. Again, using the Revlon Sophia's mascara. I mentioned this in my last video as well, where I used it for the first time. But I've been really liking this mascara. It is volumizing and lengthening, very much so. And usually volumizing mascaras I find are a little too clumpy for me. Most people don't seem to mind it, but I don't know, it just doesn't look like very appealing to me. I love how this sort of lengthens and separates as well while adding volume, so it doesn't look like I have 6 lashes. It still makes them look quite full, and I love it. One thing that I feel like is important to mention with this mascara, it's not a waterproof formula, and a lot of washable formulas, which this also is, tend to flake on me. Like the color sort of transfers, my under eye starts looking dark, and I'll find like small flakes on my like upper cheek area. This one doesn't do that. So in that aspect also, I've been really liking it because it genuinely stays for really long. Now let's do cheeks. So I kept the blush part for the last because I knew the colors were gonna be a little heavier. So I really wanted to wait and see how the look will pan out, and then I could accordingly use my blushes and stuff. I'm gonna be using this blush today. I showed it in my November video. I'll actually just link that video down below because I've been referencing it so much. A lot of the products that I'm using today, I swatched in that video. So you can check that video out to know my initial thoughts. And I'd like to use my Vega contour brush for this. Fits nicely for blush. This is the Color Bar Cheek Illusion blush in the shade Bronzing Glaze. Not really bronze, it has a lot of strong peachy tones. I like this kind of a shade because they're easy to pass off as like natural kind of shades. It's not like a bright pink that looks kind of obvious. This brush also I picked up from Amazon. I think I talked about it in the November video as well. I'm just gonna shut up about that video. I'll just link it below so you can see. And that's about as much I'm gonna put. And that is actually it for this video. I loved creating this look. Last product I have is the Revlon brow gel. It's got an interesting like wand, so I'm not sure if you can see, but on one side it's got like bristles still here, and on one side it's got bristles still here. It's kind of a freaky wand, so I'm gonna use the side where it's got a lot of bristles and just quickly brush through. Oh wow, I was not expecting that. It's actually pretty good. So, and the shade is also quite perfect if I'm being honest. I don't really find good shades in brow gels that are easily available in India. So I actually just end up using clear ones a lot, but I'm loving this. Wow, I love this. And that is it for this video. Do not forget to check my description box. I will be linking all of these makeup products that I've used today in my description box. So don't forget to check that out. And that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.